Today I'll be showing you how to unlock all the hidden details about your Fig pins. You'll learn things like if it's a first edition, what number pin was it in its production run, is it a retired pin, and fun details like that. Each piece of information is assigned a score, and those scores add up to give you your Fig pin power. If none of this is making any sense, that's okay. I'll explain it all in this video. So the first thing you're going to need is the Fig pin app, and then you'll need a Fig pin, of course. So I have a few Fig pins here that I'll be using in this video, and I'm going to start with this Olaf Fig pin. So let's take a closer look at the pin, and then we'll get into the app and go over what all the scores mean, and then we get to find out if there's anything special or rare about this particular Olaf Fig pin. So here we have a Disney 100 Olaf Fig pin, number 1482. This is a Fry Guy Pins exclusive, and it was released, I think, late December. So let's go ahead and open it up here. So here we have the Olaf Fig pin. I absolutely love Olaf, so I really wanted a Fig pin. I was super excited when I saw they released one. I love the size of these, and they look great on pin boards. So the thing to know here is each Fig pin has a unique serial number on the back, and that's the number you have to enter into the app. So if we look at the back here, I already have my serial number covered, but it is right underneath that sticker there. And the reason why I have it covered is because if I show that in a video, someone will enter that into their app and claim this pin as their own. It's happened with two of my other ones. There is a way to get it back, which I'll explain later in the video. So let's go to the app, and then we'll type in that serial number and see what kind of hidden details we can learn about Olaf. Okay, when you open the app, it will put you in the home screen. You're going to have to create a FigPin account. You can do that right at the bottom of your screen when you open up the app for the first time. After you create an account and sign in, it will drop you off right here at the home screen and the dashboard. It will give you some updates on some of your pins and some of the new releases. So this is showing that they have released some Encanto pins. You can go to your collection and you can see what Fig pins you have and how much Fig pin power they have. Right now, I only have 5 Fig pins in here. I have purchased a lot of Fig pins, and I've been waiting to show them in videos before putting them in the app. If you want to add your Fig pin to your collection, right now we have Olaf. We are going to click on this unlock icon, and then it's asking for the serial number of the Fig pin. I'll go ahead and enter that in right now. So we are unlocking the Olaf pin here. There we go. So our Olaf Fig pin has been unlocked, and we can already see some of the scores here. We are going to focus on the middle numbers, the red numbers right now. The first box is the edition, and we have the first edition pin. So we got 20 points for this one. The maximum amount of points you can get is 20 points. For the volume, which means it's 1 out of 1,000, the production run was 1,000 pins, and this pin is one of those. That is worth 9 points. If you get into that, it shows you that 951 to 1,000 pins made is 9 points. If you want to get a higher score than that, you would have to have a lower production run. So maybe 1 out of 500 or 1 out of 300, something like that. Then the sequence is where your pin was made in the batch of 1,000. So this Olaf pin was the 349th pin made out of 1,000, and that is worth 45 points. The maximum points here is 60 points. So we did pretty good there because 349 out of 1,000 is on the lower side, so we got 45 points there. So those are all of our factory scores here. If you add these up, the 20 plus 9 plus 45, that equals 74. So that is our factory score. Now we can click to claim the pin. So let's go ahead and do that now. It talks about what it is. So January 30th is when I'm claiming this pin. This will forever be the date in which this pin was claimed. So even if you release the pin in the future, the first claim is going to be on this date. So I'm going to click Claim Now. Now that pin is part of my collection. So we claimed Olaf, and now we have 50 points under the claim section. So that is worth 50 points when you do a first claim. If you do a reclaim, it's worth 20. And so that would be if you bought a pin from somebody who already claimed it. Once somebody claims it, that's the first claim. If you click it, it says this product was originally claimed on January 30th, 2024. So no matter what happens to this Olaf pin, that will always be the date it was claimed. So now we can go and launch it. So we can click this button. See, okay, so this fig pin launched January 19th, 2024. Flip the card to see how you did. Okay, so we flip the card and we got 40 points. So I am the 36th person to launch this particular fig pin. That's not too bad because that's worth 5 to 100 points and we got 40. 26 to the 50th person to launch is worth 40 points. And then the sequence, so we're going to check for a bonus. So we can already tell that the sequence was 349 out of 1,000. So we can click this. And so this shows you some of the things that you can get. So if the sequence matches the fig pin number, so Olaf is 1482. If he was 1482 in the production run, then you would get the super match bonus. But that I don't think will work here because isn't Olaf a 1 of 1,000? So his fig pin number is already more than the volume number, so you won't be able to get that. So if he's the last, so if it's 1,000 and he's 1,000 out of 1,000, then you'll get the last chopper out bonus. First off the line bonus would be if you got number 1 out of 1,000. So stuff like that. Excess units bonus explained. When your fig pin sequence number is over the labeled volume. So that would be if they made too many in that run. Don't think we'll get any, but let's check. Nope, we didn't get any bonuses. When we add more bonuses, you will see this card pop up again. So if they do add a different bonus, you will see that pop up. So, and then there is arenas, which you can unlock, and then you can kind of battle your pins with other people. I haven't done that yet, so I don't really understand a lot of arena stuff yet. So this guy's fig pin power is 6,660. So the blues are 50 plus 40, which gives you your story score, which was 90. And then the way they get the fig pin power is it's the factory score multiplied by the story score. So 74 times 90 equals 6,660. So that is the fig pin power. So this number up here is your collection power, and that is added up from all of your individual fig pin powers. So all 6 of these pins equals 74,793. That is my collection power. And then this number here next to your username is your collector score. You get points for doing activities as a collector. If you create an account, you get 1,000 points. Creating a username is 500. Creating an avatar is 500. So I did those things and I am at 2,000 points. Let's take a look at another one here. We'll look at Orange Bird since this is actually my most powerful fig pin. So we'll go in here, and this one is a first edition, and it is in the first volume. So there was a lot of these pins made, 17,200, and so this one's not worth many points at all. So 15,000 to 50,000 pins made, you get 3 points. So that's probably as low as you go. And then the sequence number is 1,108 out of the 17,200 that they made. So that's actually pretty low out of 17,000. So I got 52 points there. So 75 points factory score. And the story score, I'm sitting at 265. So that is my 20 points for a reclaim. And the reason why I have a reclaim here is I showed this fig pin in one of my videos a couple of years ago, and somebody type that serial number into their app and claim that pin as theirs. So when I learned about this app, I went in to claim Orangebird and it showed that it was already claimed. So then you have to go through a verify process and do a little video that shows the front of the fig pen and the back of the fig pen to kind of prove that you own it now. And then after 24 to 48 hours, if the video is good and they agree that you own it, then you'll reclaim the pin as yours and then it'll be in your collection. But you only get 20 points for the claim score. 50 for your first claim, only 20 for a reclaim. So I was the 513th person to launch, and this one is retired, never made again. So that's a big one. Once you get a pin that's retired, you get 100 points. So that's pretty good. This is mine that is max boosted. So people boosted this one a lot. Snap Max Boost. This one was boosted by this user. So a lot of points by that. I'll need to get more fig pins in my collection before I can start using the boost feature. And then the insight to this one, I got this from somebody who got it at Disney World. So this one was worth an extra 20 points. And then that's where another boost came from. Havoc Collector boosted this one. So this one's worth 19,875. So my two lowest here were Mickey and Olaf. What's going on with Mickey here? So Mickey was a second edition. I did get this one pretty late, and they are 1 out of 2,000. So that's worth 7 points. And my sequence is 311th out of 2,000. So 15, 7, and 49 equals 71. This was also a reclaim. I did show this one in a video too, and that same person claimed this one too. So I had to do the verification to get that one back. So I only got 20 points there. So this one was, I believe, already launched. Yeah, this one I think was launched by that other user who claimed it. So all of these were already filled out when I grabbed it and put them in my collection. And this one actually has a cohort. So since the last time I came into this app, it's reached 10% claim. So now I can click this and claim my 10 story points. And so now I have 10. And so this went from 51 to 61, and now my fig pen power went up. So you can always increase your story points for different things, go into arenas and get boost and cohort and retired. If it gets retired, so you get more points there. So this number will probably go up. So that is the story on Mickey. And you can also click on, if you click on Mickey here, you can click on the art and you can see what the box looked like and then the back of that card or the actual pen, which is pretty cool. And you can also buy fig pens on this app or at figpen.com. People who resell fig pens, a lot of people only want to buy fig pens that aren't unlocked in the app yet, but some people prefer them to be unlocked in the app so you know all the different scores. So let's say this was 261 out of 2,000, I would get a bonus because it would match the fig pen number. So then that would make it a more desirable pen for people to purchase. So sometimes all of this info will help you sell pens, and other times people want to discover these details themselves. So I also have this R2-D2 fig pen that I've had for quite a while. I've had it with my Star Wars pens. I haven't displayed it yet because I haven't shown it in a video. So this one is R2-D2, and this one is from their A New Hope collection. See right there, it's number 751. So we'll go put this one in the app now and see if there's anything special about R2. All right, so I have my R2 pin here, and let's type this one in and unlock him. So we're going to click the little unlock symbol, and then I'm going to type in the serial number. And it shows R2 in the background already, so it knows which one it is. And so now we have our R2D2 pin in the app. And so we can see that it is a first edition lot A, so I got the full 20 points on that one. And it is one of 6,000. So this is quite a big production run of 6,000. So that was only worth 5 points. But my sequence number is 263 of 6,000, which is a pretty low sequence number. So I did get 53 points there. So we got 78 factory score. So now I'm going to go ahead and claim it. This is the first claim. I just opened it up. So it's going to say January 31st, 2024. This will forever be the date in which this pin is claimed. So hit claim now. And now I have R2 claimed. So I'll go to view collection and we'll click on R2 and we'll see what else we can do. So we did get a 50 story score so far from the claim. So now I'm going to launch it. This Fig Pin launched on February 3rd, 2022. Let's see how we did. I am the 622nd person to launch this Fig Pin. So we could check for a sequence bonus, but I can already tell you that it's not the 751st pin, it's not the first pin, and it's not the 6,000th pin. So that pretty much is going to be no bonuses. Yep. So we got no sequence bonuses for that. And something else over here is orange. All the things that come up orange means you can click them. So I did get a cohort bonus. So 10% of these pins have been claimed. So we can hit claim now. And so now we got 10 points there. So I just added 20 and 10. So we're up to 80 story score. So now this Fig Pin power is at 6,240. So this is really cool. I love apps that will track what you have, because you might have some of these on a pin board, some of them in a drawer, you never know where all your Fig Pins are going to be. But here, if you enter them all in this app, you're going to be able to see them all, and then you can create different collections, different shelves basically. So I will get into some of those once I have more pins, and maybe I can make like a Christmas shelf, a Star Wars shelf, an attraction shelf, things like that. Now you know how to unlock your Fig Pins to reveal all the fun details and increase your collection power. If you love Fig Pins, then keep an eye on my channel, because I have a ton of Fig Pins to show you and to unlock in the app. I have a bunch of Disney princesses and Disney villains, as well as a few different series of the Fig Pin mini mystery pins that I'll be unboxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.